Hello traders, welcome to another episode of free forex trading on this YouTube channel, Leading Forex. My name is Kofi, your admin for this channel. In today's video, we're going to look at one of the videos that I actually decided to do it for everyone on this channel from the deepest part of my heart. It's actually a video that is going to help anyone who has no trading strategy. I had people sending me messages asking me, Kofi, when are we going to start the actual trading? Now, this video is going to keep us going. This is the beginning of when and how we're going to start actually trading. So if you do not have a means of trading, if you do not have a strategy, then this video will be your strategy. This video will be your guide. So we're going to look at sentiment analysis in combination or with technical analysis. We've already talked about sentiment analysis in the part 26, 27, and 28 video on this channel. So if you haven't watched that, you can go and watch. Or technical analysis, we've already talked about a lot in terms of technical analysis on this channel. We have a whole playlist for all the tutorials. That is Forex training for beginners. Go look for that playlist on this channel and watch the part 1 video all the way to this place. Now, before you finish watching this video, I want you to pause and then first of all, create a demo account. If you do not have a demo account, because from now onwards with this strategy here, you're actually going to start trading. So you need to get a demo account which you can practice with. So when you go to the playlist I just talked about, there is a video on that playlist that talks about how to easily create a demo account with your mobile phone. So you can go watch that video and create a demo account immediately. Once you are done with that, then you can come and then continue, because once you learn whatever you're going to learn in this video, you need to start applying. Again, I've had people asking me, Kofi, how can we create a live account? We want to create a live account. Now, if it is about live account, then this is what I have for you. At the description of this video, I'm going to leave 2 links, 2 broker links. These 2 links are brokers that I have IB account with. I mean, those brokers have actually given me the go ahead to recommend them to any other trader. And whoever signs up with them through me, I am going to be giving a commission for that. So when you get to the description of this video, you will see the 2 brokers, broker 1, broker 2. You can just click on the link, and then it will display for you to start filling in your details. These 2 brokers, one, you need a minimum of $10 to start with. The second one, you need a minimum of $100 to start with. So the choice will be yours in terms of choosing which one you want to use. Okay, so that will be your choice. All right. Now, the good aspect of signing up with any of these links I'm giving you is that once you sign up with them through me, it means I can also recommend you to them to give you an IB account so that you can also start referring people for a commission. Yes, there are several ways you can make money from the forex market. It's not always about trading. Sometimes you can be trading and making the money whilst your referrals will also be giving you the money. So you have all these 2 options, okay? So use the links that I have given to you, broker 1, broker 2, sign up with them. And in the near future, if you also want to become an IB account holder and refer to people, I can help them, or I can help you get to them, and then they can get that done for you immediately. Yes. Now, that is also settled. The other aspect of it is that when you are signing up with them as a live account holder, you have challenges in terms of what to choose. whether to sign up with them as an ECN, a variable spread, the account type, the leverage, whether to choose 1:100, 1:200, 1:500, whatsoever. There are a few questions I will ask you to know how much you even want to start trading with. That will help me to guide you, to tell you what leverage will be good for you. So all these things, I'll be there to assist you once you click on any of these links to register. Is that okay? So I'll be there to assist you in that. And if you want to get in touch with me, this is how you can contact me. I have a Telegram handle, which is @KofiDollar. So search for Telegram @KofiDollar on Telegram, and you can get in contact with me. Or email leadingforexgh@gmail.com, and then we can get talking. And then via phone or WhatsApp is the same number, +233 24613 6609. I'm in Ghana, so that's the country code, +233. So once you get in touch with me, whatever assistance you need, we can look at that in terms of signing up with the broker that I have given to you. Right now, one will ask that what's our main reason for doing all these tutorials and teaching all this on this channel? Our main aim is to help traders. Our main aim is to help you to be able to come out from any of these status quos. I mean, online money-making status quos that you might be stuck with. Be it Forex, crypto, commodity, metals, any other kind of online means of making money that you are stuck with. We will want to be an alternative that can help you to be able to move away from where you are stuck to a better place that will help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. So we are your alternative in the status quo that you are stuck in. Let's get you out of that status quo that you are stuck in. And leading Forex, we are beginning with Forex. After Forex, we will be looking at so many other things. So yours is to be with us on this channel, and there will be a lot of information to consume on this channel. So we want you to be part of us. Subscribe to this channel so that you'll be part of us in whatever we are sharing with the world. Now, like I told you, we're going to be doing a back testing. We're going to actually do a back testing by combining sentiment with technical. So we have three main trades that we are going to back test. We're going to use a strategy on technical analysis alongside sentiment analysis. And then we will back test. Once we back test that, we will see what the results will be. And after the first three trades, the fourth one, we will do a forward testing, which means we will give you a trade for you to put on your demo in the coming weeks so that we can see how things will go. So trade number one, we will be looking at Euro USD. Now with Euro USD, if you already watched the part 28, 27, and 26 video, you will know that sentiment, especially with this broker or with this website known as fxssi.com, they provide us with data from different brokers. They provide us with sentiment from different brokers, about 10 different brokers. So if you want details, you can watch the part 28 video and you get the details of how they come about by getting us all this. So they give us sentiment from other top brokers like my FX Book, FX Blue, Dukas, FX SSI, which is themselves, IGG, FIBO Group, Wando, FS Factory, Sazo, Insta, and the rest, a lot of them. So they combine all these sentiment from these brokers and they are able to give us average direction, which is down here. So averagely, they are able to tell us the position of traders based on these brokers. So if you look at Euro USD, for instance, 73.56 are on buy, 26.44 are on sell. And because we always want to be in the minority, The signal here is a sell. So this signal actually came 2 weeks ago. Today's date is 20th November 2021. So 2 weeks ago was when we had this sentiment showing sell. And since the last 2 weeks up to date, it's still on sell. So we'll do a back test and see that if we had any sell opportunity and we took, would we be making profit or we will be losing? We'll look at that. So that is the first trade that we will be back testing with a strategy alongside this sentiment. Now, there's also another trade we'll be looking at, which is trade number 2, Euro JPY. We will be doing a back testing of it also 2 weeks ago, somewhere last week, Friday, before this week came, this was also on sale. So if you look at the combination of brokers, they have 61.02 on buy, 38.98 on sell, and the signal here is on sell. So we'll be looking at that one too and see that if we had any sell opportunities, what will be the outcome if we took them. So we'll look at that as our second trade. And then we'll look at our third trade, which is also this one. Our third trade is going to be on AUD USD. AUD USD. We're going to combine sentiment with technical analysis. It also gave us sell opportunity. 68.27 on buy, 31.73 on sell. So we will look at this sell opportunity and see, in case we had sell opportunities, what would have been the results? Would they have been good or bad? So we will look at that. And then when it comes to the forward testing, we will look at this trade. It's a free sample trade that we'll be trading in the coming week on demo. And that is on Euro AUD. Euro AUD. So we'll actually be buying we'll actually be taking a trade on Euro AUD. We will be taking a trade on Euro USD in terms of forward testing, Euro AUD. We'll do the forward testing and see, because sentiment is saying we should sell. Sentiment is saying sell. So we will do the technical analysis and see if we can combine this sentiment and then take a trade in the coming week and see the results. So between now and December, today being 20th November, between now and the end of 2021, we are going to do this trading together by sampling some of these trades. And then before 2022 begins, you will have the headway to know what exactly to do and how to begin the year by trading on live account. So 2022, you should be able to trade live if you haven't done that before, with the help of Leading Forex YouTube channel. So this is what we're going to have today. We're going to combine sentiment with technical analysis. So I want you to subscribe to this channel because we want to be your alternative in getting you out of any status quo that you are stuck in the forex market, commodity, futures, crypto, or whatsoever investment platform that you are stuck in, that you've been deceived, that you don't know how to go about. We will be your alternative to help you out. So subscribe to this channel and let's see you in this community, which is Leading Forex, and let's do things together. Now, we are going straight to our MT4 and look at what the MT4 will have for us and what kind of strategy we will be using on an MT4 and along with this sentiment analysis. If you are ready, let's go straight to the MT4 and see what is available for us. Now, this video is very important to me. It's one of the videos you will watch that is coming from the deepest part of my heart for free that I'm giving to you. So I want you to pay attention to this. It doesn't matter how long this video is going to take. Please watch this video to the end. Please, again, watch this video to the end because it is one of my videos I have actually taken my time to do for you. This is where the actual business begins. So if you want to be a trader, this is where it all begins. So pay attention. We are combining technical analysis with sentiment analysis. Here is our MT4. So we are looking at Euro USD. Now, Euro USD, sentiment is saying that we should sell. We should only take sell opportunities. Is that okay? That is what sentiment is saying. Good. Now, Euro USD is here. Now, one will ask that, okay, what strategy are we going to use to trade? Because you have already seen what sentiment is saying. Sentiment is saying that you should sell. You are on your MT4 now. You do not have a strategy. So what will you do? Okay. I am going to give you a sample strategy. Sample, please listen carefully. It's just a sample strategy that I'm giving to you. Okay. I am not saying you should use it to trade. It's just a sample. All right. If you want to have a strategy, please contact anybody that you think is trading and doing well, and then ask the person to teach you his or her strategy. If it is for a fee, you pay. If the person is going to do that for you for free, then hallelujah. Then we thank God for that. So I am just going to give you a sample strategy that we will combine with sentiment and trade. Is that okay? Good. Now, the sample strategy I am going to use is called moving average crossover. Moving average crossover. It's a very popular strategy. If you go on the internet, you can search for it from other Forex mentors, and you get to see a lot of ways people use that strategy. And people have different averages that they use. Some use simple moving average, others use exponential. There are others who just use the flat moving average and the rest. And again, people use 25, 50, 100, 200. Some use 9, some use 7, some use 15, 21, 20. There's different moving averages people use in terms of moving average crossover. Now, I want us to use just 2 of them. And the very first one I want us to bring on the chart is, if you go to insert, okay, if you at the top here, when you come to insert at the top here, you click on insert, you will see indicators. Okay, you come to indicators here, you go to trend, you go to trend, you come to trend over here. Now, when you get to trend, you will see another pop-up and you will see moving average. You see that here? Moving average. So you click on moving average, click on this. There will be a pop-up here like this, okay? Now, over here, we have the parameters, we have the levels, and we have visualization. We are putting it on all time frame. At default settings, it's on all time frame, so we just don't do anything over there. But the parameters is what we are going to change. The period here, I want you to change it to 50. It doesn't matter what number will be there. Change it to 50. Okay? Now, the MA method, we have simple, exponential, smooth, and then linear weight. When you click, you see all this. I want you to leave it on exponential. So we're going to be using exponential moving average. Now, what color do we use? Choose any color. You come to the style. You click, there will be a drop down. Let's choose maybe blue color. Then once you are done, we have changed the period to 50, the MA method to exponential. This apply to, it should be on close, and then the style should be blue, which is the color. Once you are done, you can click on OK. Now we have our blue moving average exponential here, which you are seeing here. I pray that you should be able to see it clearly. All right, now we have the blue one here, which is the 50 moving average. 50 moving average. Okay. Now let's go back to the same place. You go to insert, you go to indicators, you go to trend, you go to moving averages, you click on moving average. Now this time around, this period, we'll change it to 25. To 25. We'll leave this one at exponential, apply to close. let's change the color. The color, let's use maybe red. Okay. Then you click on OK. So we have two moving averages. The red one is 25. The blue one is 50. Is that okay? Now, I told you that the strategy we are using is called moving average crossover. Moving average crossover. Okay. Now, I am going to leave it on the 4-hour time frame. This chart is on the 4-hour time frame. We have the 1 hour, we have the 4-hour. I don't know if you would like to use 1 hour, fine. But I will want to use the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Now, this is 4-hour time frame. Now, what we're going to do is that whenever this moving average cross each other, when they cross, it is a signal. Okay. Once they cross, it becomes an opportunity for us to take action. But don't forget that when we go back to sentiment on Euro USD, let's go back to sentiment on Euro USD. Sentiment on Euro USD is 73.56 against 26.44. And the signal is a sell. They are asking us to look for sell opportunities. So if sell opportunities, then it means on our MT4, we are looking for the lower moving average, which is the 25, to cross the 50 downwards. When the 25 crosses the 50 downwards, we will take that trade. Okay. Now, this is it. Look at it from here. Okay. We had a cross here. We had a cross here. Okay. These two areas are our areas that we had a cross. These two. We had a cross here and we had a cross here. If I have to make it bigger so that you can see, I can do that because you need to see it well. If I had to zoom for you to see it well, I have to zoom. Okay? Just take your time and watch this carefully. So here it is. Good. This is where I was talking about. We had a cross here where the red cross, because sentiment is saying we should only sell. So we are only looking for sell opportunities. So we are looking for where it will, the red one will cross the blue one downwards. There was a cross here and then there was a cross here. These two areas are where the crosses happened. Is that okay? Good. Now, when you look at where the cross happened, and then you match it to which candle actually did the crossing, it's going to be here. And then it's going to be somewhere here. So let's look at the candles that we had the crossing on. Let me zoom back a bit small so that you can see. So look at the two areas that we had a cross. We had a cross on these two red lines that I have just demarcated. The first cross happened on this line. The second cross downwards happened on this line. So let's assume that we took our trace on all the two. Now, on which candle was this? It was on this candle, this one here. Let's look at the candle on which it crossed, this one. It was on this candle here. And then let's look at this candle. It was on this candle here. We had that cross, this one. So, assuming we took our first trade here with the first cross as a sell, because once the cross happens, you are supposed to sell. So if you sell here, and then this trade started going, it didn't go down. It started going back up against you. It went against you about 95 pips. It went against you about 95 pips. Let's see how many pips it came in profit. After it went against you 95, 96 pips, it came into profit. How many pips? It came into profit 344 pips. 344 pips in your favor. And then let's even see 100 pips against you. This is the first one. Let's look at the second one. The second one, you would have taken the trade here. You would have sold here. So if you saw it here and you sold here, it came against you. How many pips? It went against you up to 63 pips against you. 63 pips against you before it started coming on your way, back into your way, which is the sell. So it went against, came into your profit or came into your way, 301 pips. If you took this trade on the second one, 301 pips. It went against you 61 pips or 62, even if we say 65 pips. So it went against you 65 pips, came into profit 300 pips. That is the second one. But if you took it on the first one, it came against you 97 pips, but let's assume 100 pips. Came against you 100 pips and then went into your way 344 pips. Now, the question is, how many pips would I have set as my stop loss? Or what should have been my stop loss if I sold? Now, the very first thing I want you to understand is that when you place a trade, it doesn't mean that that trade will not start going against you or it won't go against you. That is not it. When you place a trade, that trade can go against you before it will later come back on your way into profit. That is if you are on the right path. If you are in the right trend, it can come against you. But if you have the confidence enough and you believe in the strategy that you are using to trade, it will surely, if your strategy is very strong and you believe in your strategy and you wait, for instance, if this was your strategy and it went against you 100 pips, but you still believe that, yes, despite this trade going against you 100 pips, let's assume you only took this trade for the whole month, okay? Let's assume that you took this trade for the whole month. You decided you want to take only this trade, okay? So assuming your account balance is $100, now pay attention. Your account balance is $100. And then you are targeting between 300 to 700 pips in a month. If you are a good trader, you will not be thinking of how to make pips in 10 minutes, in 5 minutes, in 20 minutes. You are thinking about a whole month or in 2 weeks or in 1 week. So assume this is your target for the whole month, between 300 to 700 pips. And your account balance is just $100. So what will be the right lot size to use? If I am the one trading this account, I can go with a lot size of 0.02. Or I'll go with a lot size of 0.03. All on just $100. Or I'll go with maximum a lot size of 0.04. Okay. I'll go with any of these lot sizes because my account balance is just $100. So I'll go with any of these lot sizes. The idea is to make profit on my investment. It is not a competition. You are not in competition with anybody. You are just trying to find out how much you can make profit on your money every month. So let's assume we are using the smallest lot size, which is 0.02. And then assuming you give yourself that a target that any trade that you would take, okay, any trade that you would take, whatever trade that you would take, you give yourself a stop loss, okay? Listen carefully. The rule here is that the forex market is a very risky market. So immediately you deposit any money in your account, be rest assured that you can lose that money. So get it in your mind that you can lose that money. So it is a risky market and you deposited $100. You can lose that $100 immediately. So assume that that $100 you have here is not even yours anymore. Assume that you have lost it, okay? So assuming and having that at the back of your mind that you have lost the $100, you decide to go with the least lot size, which is 0.02 on this trade. So you decide that you are only going to give this trade a stop loss of 200 pips. Okay? A stop loss of 200 pips. And then a take profit of another 200 pips. Okay? This is crazy, right? Good. Give yourself a stop loss of 200 pips. A take profit of what? 200 pips. Someone can use this as a strategy going forward right away or immediately. So this is how you need to sit down and get your things right before you begin to trade. So you have set a target that, okay, any trade that you will enter, you are giving yourself a stop loss of 200 pips, a take profit of 200 pips. If you lose, fine. If you win, fine. Because the $100 in your account, you have already said it at the back of your mind that that money is gone. It's no more yours. The money is lost. So you are going with this lot size, which is 0.02. So if you are going with the lot size of 0.02, and then you are setting a stop loss of what? 200 pips. Let's look at a stop loss of 200 pips. If you took this trade, whether you would have lost it or you would have won it. So I place the first, this is the first cross, right? So you buy, you sell here because sentiment is saying you should sell. So you sold here and then you set your stop loss 200 pips. This is 130 pips, 140. This is somewhere 170. So it means this trade never came to your stop loss. It never even crossed 150. It only went up to about 97 pips before it started coming into profit. So it means your stop loss never hit. Your stop loss never hit. And then 200 pips. 200 pips. Let's see where you would have gotten your TP. 210. 200 pips is here. 202. So your TP would have hit here, which is 79 candles. 79 candles. This is 4-hour time frame. So 79 candles. Every 6 candles is a day. So 79 candles. Let's see how many days your TP would have hit, or how many days it took you to get your TP. Let's even assume that it's 80 candles. One candle is 4 hours. So 6 of the 4-hour candles will give you a day, which is 24 hours. So 80 candles will be 80 divided by 6. 80 divided by 6, because 6 of the 4-hour candles will give you a day. So 80 divided by 6, 80 divided by 6. That is 13.3. So it means in 13 days, assuming 14 days. So in 14 days, you would have gotten your first TP of 200 pips. Now, the question is 200 pips, how much will it be in terms of money? This is Euro USD, your first trade, 200 pips. You got it hit. How much is it? 200 pips. Now, the lot size is 0.02. So if it was 0.01, 200 pips would have been $20. But since it's 0.02, 200 pips will be $40. 200 pips would have been $40. So in 14 days, you had $40 on your $100. So now your balance is 140 in 14 days. Is it good or bad? Okay. Now let's assume you didn't take your trade on this one, all right? But you took it on the second cross here. So let's see the second cross. On the second cross, which is here. So on the second cross, this trade only went against you 67 pips. It didn't even get to 100. But how many days did it take to give you the 200 pips? That one was even very short. It took 69 days. It took 69 days to give you the 200 pips. Sorry, 69 candles. Sorry, not days. 69 candles. So 69 candles, 69 divided by 6. 69 divided by 6. That will be 11.5. So it took you 12 days, assuming. So if you took this one, it took you 12 days to also get the same $40 on your $100, making now 140. That is with this lot size. It means if this trade had gone against you 200 pips and it hit your stop loss, you would have lost $40 on your money. So it means your balance would have been left with $60. But because we are using sentiment with technical analysis, we got this trade correct. We didn't lose. We had $40 using a lot size of 0.02, and then our stop loss 200 pips, our take profit 200 pips. Assuming that you even didn't take any other trade the whole month, this is just 14 days maximum to give you $40 on your $100. So it means in a whole month, you would have gotten $40 on your $100. By percentage, what is the percentage of interest? That is 40% interest. That would have been 40% interest because you have $100 and you took only one trade, although the trade gave you profit in 14 days, but you decided you wouldn't even trade the rest of the days in the month. So the month ended and you had only $40 on your $100. That's 40% interest. My question is, which bank in your country or which investment company in your country will want to give you 40% interest on your $100 in a month? That is my biggest question to you. I have told you I want you to take your time and watch this video. Even if you have to watch it over and over again, please do it. Now, which company in your country or which bank in your country will want to give you 40% interest on your money, your $100 in just 1 month? There's no bank like that. I don't know. I haven't come across one yet. If there is one like that, please tell me. It is only Forex that can give you that. This is the difference. Yes, Forex is a money-making profession, but it is not in a rush. It is in bit by bit or gradual process. It is not in a rush, but it is on what? Gradual process. Is that okay? Now, this is just with this lot size, 0.02. Assuming that you use 0.03, it means you wouldn't have made $40. You would have made $60. Because if the trade had gone against you 200 pips, you would have lost 60. But in this case, it went into profit 200 pips in 14 days. So you would have made $60. So your profit in a month, even if you decided after the 14 days you wouldn't trade, you would have gotten $160 at the end of the whole month. If you decide you won't add any other trade, there's no bank that will give you 60% interest on your $100. There's no way. If you had used the 0.04, it means 200 pips would have given you $80. So in this case, we would have won this trade hands down, $80. So at the end of just 14 days, you would have had $180 in your account, 180. And which bank or institution in your country would have given you 80% interest on your money in a month? So here you understand what is meant by Forex. I really want you to understand that the Forex that I am preaching to you is there with a different perception from what people are preaching to you on the internet. Is that okay? So let's use the smaller lot size, the 0.02. Let's stick to this. So you would have won your first trade. At the end of 14 days, you had 200 pips. Remember, you have a target of 300 to 700 pips. Okay? So you in 14 days, you have gotten 200 pips. Your account balance is now $140. Let's go with our second trade. In 14 days, we've made profit with, we've taken our first profit. Hooray! That would be good news to all of us. So have it at the back of your mind now that you have won your first trade. You have $140 now in your account. Let's go look for our second trade. Are you ready? This is a strategy I decided to just use anonymously. I just decided to use this anonymously. All right. Let's look for our second trade. Let me clear all these things. Remember, it took us 14 days to get our first profit. Now let's go to our second trade. Let's go back to sentiment. Sentiment, give us our second trade. Now we are done with Euro USD. So we are looking for our second trade. This is our trade number 2. Our second trade is Euro JPY. Now, if you look at all the brokers, you see that the traders are heavy on a buy as compared to a sell. So the average sentiment here is a sell on Euro JPY. The average sentiment is what? Sell. So we are looking for selling opportunities. This is what sentiment is saying. We are looking for selling opportunities. Is that okay? On Euro JPY, our second trade. Now let's go to the MT4 and then bring our second trade on the chart. Our second trade is Euro JPY, which is next below here. So we pick it here, we drop it here. Now, Euro JPY, we are looking for sell opportunities. This is on 4-hour time frame. We are looking for sell opportunities. So where did this sell opportunity happen? When the red crossed down, because we are looking for sell. So the red crossed down here. This is where the cross happened. That's where the cross happened. If I have to zoom for you to see it well, because I don't want to leave any doubt. So I'm zooming for us to see it well. Where did the cross happen, my people? You will see that, yes, the cross happened here. This is where the cross happened, just like I showed you earlier. This is where the cross happened. So you took your trade here. All right? Good. So let me zoom back. Then we can do our analysis. So we took the cross happened here. So let's put our line to see on which candle that is. That is on this candle. So our sell would have taken place here. We would have sold here. At the close of this candle will be our sell. Our sell would have taken place here. All right, good. Now let's see. Don't forget the formula. The formula is that we are looking for 200 pips stop loss, 200 pips take profit. Stop loss, take profit. Are we good? Now let's do it and see whether we won this trade or we lost it. So trade number 2, we took a sell here. Now let's go up and see. It started going against us. It went against us up to 72 pips. It went against us up to 72 or whatsoever. Even if we say 100 pips, it didn't even get to this 130. If we go back up, this is 180. So this trade never hit our stop loss. What of our take profit? 200 pips. Ooh, this is 200 pips. This is 201. So our TP got hit. Our second trade is also won. 200 pips. This trade came all the way about 383 pips. 383. But we only wanted 200. So this is where we got our 200 here. So our second trade is also a win. Again, we used a lot size of 0.02. Let's stick with the minimum, okay, 0.02. So we want this one too. And with 0.02, that will be another 40 pips for us. Sorry, $40 for us. Remember, we were having a balance of 140. So we have won another $40 on our money. Oh, how many days? I didn't check the days. Sorry. Let me check the days. How many days did they give us that? Okay, that is 56 hours. Sorry, 56 candles. 56 candles. Remember this one 4 hours. So 6 candles will give us a day, isn't it? So 65. Let's even assume it's 65 candles. All right. I want to be sure. From here, how many hours? Candles? 56 candles. Yes. So 56 candles. Oh, is it 60 or 50? Sorry. It's keep confusing me. Okay, it's 56. 56. So 56 candles divided by 6. That would have been 9.3. So let's even assume 10 days. 9.5 days, but let's say 10 days. So in 10 days, you got your second trade. The first trade, you used 14 days. Your second trade, you used 10 days. So which is roughly 24 days. So let's assume 24 days is enough for the month. So at the end of the month has ended. You made 40 plus the previous 140 will give you $180. So at the end of the month, you made $180 in the first month. This is wonderful, right? Good. Now, in the second month, you will no more use this 0.02 because your account has grown a bit. So you can choose to migrate from 0.02 and go to 0.03. 0.03. Even let's assume that you decided you will not increase your lot size, okay? Let's assume you decided you won't even use 0.03. You use 0.02 for 6 months, okay? For 6 months. And let's assume that in 6 months, you had, let's assume each month you had 2 trades, two trades each month. So the next month, 2 trades. 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 And then the 6th month, 2 trades. Each of this is $80. So 80 for the first month, another 80 for the second month, another 80 for the third month, 80 for the 4th month, 80 for the 5th month, 80 for the 6th month. So 80 times 6. 80 times 6. That will be 480. 80 times 6 will be 480. So your profit alone in 6 months, if you decided to stick with just 0.02 for a period of 6 months with just $100, with a take profit of 200 pips and a stop loss of 200 pips, you have only profit of 480 plus your initial capital, which is 100 plus. So at the end of 6 months, you have 580 in 6 months. 580. Oh, my handwriting is very nice. So you have 580 for the first 6 months. Let's assume the remaining 6 months in the year, you have another 580. Let's say that you decided you will increase your lot size. You just stick with that lot size for the whole year. So 580 plus 580 is how much? The answer times 2. So 580 times 2. That will be 1,160. 1,160. This would have been your total profit plus your $100 capital that you started with. So at the end of the year, your $100 has given you $1,160 profit. Oh my God. And you say that forex trading that is not profitable. It is more than profitable, because no bank or no institution will give you 1,160% profit on just $100. In my country, Ghana, where I am, the higher percentage of profit you will get per annum, per a whole year, the higher, if you are lucky, the higher you will get. That is, if you even buy treasury bills, is 23% per annum. 23% for the whole year. 23%. That is, if you are lucky. Sometimes this 23% will reduce. I mean, the highest, this is the highest. Sometimes you can get up to a low as 18. Some banks even give 12% per annum. In my country, Ghana here, some banks give 12%, 15%, 18%. But the government, which is the Bank of Ghana treasury bills, is 23%. Sometimes it comes down to 18, 20%. But currently, as we speak, it's 23% in a whole year. Meanwhile, you decided to put just $100 in your Forex account, and you were able to make $1,160. Assuming I decided to put in my bank account and you decide to put yours in treasury bill, at the end of the year, your $100 is going to give you $123 if you decided to put yours in the bank. The whole year, you are going to get $123. I am going to get $1,160. So who is better? Who is better? This is the simplest way. Now, I wouldn't want to continue to make you feel uncomfortable. I know you are feeling uncomfortable right now. So let's do the rest of the trades, okay? Let's do the third trade. Example, the trade number 3, okay? Let's do trade number 3, still with the same strategy. So let's go to sentiment and check. Sentiment, trade number 3. Sentiment. What is our third trade? Our trade number 3 is on AUD USD. AUD USD. And AUD USD is what? Also a sell. You can see there, 68.27 against 31.73. It's a sell. This is what we are looking at, sell. So sentiment is saying we should sell AUD USD. So let's go to our MT4. AUD USD, we are selling it. We want 2 trades earlier, Euro USD and Euro JPY. So AUD USD, where is it? Here you are, AUD USD, come here. Good, here you are. AUD USD is a sell. For the past 2 weeks, we are back testing. Now look at it. We had a cross here. The cross happened here. We had a cross happening here. So let's put our this on it. Let's put our line on it to know which candle. So it happened on this candle. So our trade happened on this candle here. this one here, on this one here. So let's say we sold here. We sold. So this is a sell here. We have placed our sell. The target is 200 pips stop loss, 200 pips TP. So it started going against us and it only went against us 34 pips. It went against us only 34 pips. And then let's see if we got our 200 pips. So this level is 160. Let's come down. Yes, this is 204 pips. So we would have gotten our 200 pips. Another TP hits. Another TP hit. Oh my God. This is a combination of technical analysis with sentiment, with a strategy known as moving average crossover. Our trade number 3 is a done deal. So if you had taken just 3 trades, your TP is yours. Now, I don't know what kind of technical strategy you use. I don't know. And I am not saying you should use this one. Okay? I am not saying you should use this one. But if you want to try with this one, this is a free strategy for you to try with. It's yours to try with. I have given you a lot of the sentiment sites, but I told you one of my favorites, which I use, is the FXSSI.com. Good. FXSSI.com, which is what I have used in this experiment. The sentiment you are seeing is coming from the FXSSI.com. This is their sentiment. Because they do a comparison of brokers, about 10 brokers. Then they come out with sentiment, average sentiment. So if you decided to use only this broker, although the only painful thing is that they have few currency pairs, including gold. You know what gold can do. And then the US dollar index, they also do that. The US dollar index is also here. So these two alone, the US dollar index and the gold is something else. Okay, so this is what it is, using sentiment with technical analysis. Now, here is the gig. Listen here carefully. All you need to do is to look for your own strategy that you can use to take the trade, to get your confirmation. Because if you are using moving average crossover, this is your confirmation here. The cross happened here. On which candle? This candle. So right on this candle, you sell. So people who say they don't know at what time they should sell and at what time they should buy, that is what gets some of you confused. You really don't know what time you should buy. You don't know what time you should sell. This is a strategy, for instance, a simple sample strategy that I have just demonstrated, which gives you exactly the spot at which you should buy or sell. So that is what you need to look for. This is not the best. There are even better ones that you can find from other successful Forex traders. They can give you successful trading strategies. But if you need one from me, be ready to pay about $500 for that. Yes. If you don't need this free one. If you don't need this free one and you need me to give you what I use, then be ready to pay $500. That is the least that I can give to you. But trust me, if you don't have that $500 to pay, then this is a free one that you can try your hands on. Between now and December, between now and the end of 2021, you can use this one and try some trades. And after that, get back to me. You already know how to contact me. At the beginning of the video, I shared how you can contact me. Contact me and let's look at your results. Let's see how you are doing, whether you are improving or not. But if you are ready and you think you have $500 to buy or to pay for my strategy, then fine, you can pay for it. And I'll give it to you. And then you can begin to use to trade. But this is a free one, which can actually also make you a lot of profit. I have just used this, I have just demonstrated it, and you have seen it. So if you don't have a strategy, try this one. This is the sample one for you to try. If you get a better one than this, you can stop using this one and go for that better one. Okay? So once again, if you want to open a live account, please go to the description of this video. You will find the links to sign up with any of the brokers that I use, which I am a referral to. I have an IB account with them, so I can refer them to you through my link. You register through my link, I'll get a commission. Now, to end this video, I know a lot of you will not watch this video to the end here, so I decided to keep the best at last. Now, I want to give you one sample trade that we will all put on our demo in this coming week. When the market opens, today is 20th, so tomorrow, Sunday evening, in Ghana here, if you're in Ghana here, that will be tomorrow, Sunday evening at 10 p.m., the market will be opened. So once the market opens, I want us to place a trade. It's a sample one using the same strategy. Okay? And let's look at that trade. Let's go to that trade and then you can see it. Where is that free trade I want us to look at? That one is here. Euro AUD. Euro AUD, as we speak now, this is the current sentiment. All the sentiment I gave are current ones as of today, 20th November 2021. So this one is also current. So as we speak, the sentiment on this is saying 67.28 is on buy, and then 32.72 is on sell. So we are looking at sell opportunities. So let's go to our MT4 and look for Euro AUD. Euro AUD is here. Okay. Euro AUD is here. Look at where the cross happened. Okay. Where is it? I want to get this. The cross happened here. Okay. Now, this is one of the currency pairs that moves a lot. It's a very volatile currency. We have already gotten that. Currently, it has made about 156 pips high. But if our stop loss was 200 pips, it wouldn't have been hit by now. This is about 200 pips. So still our stop loss is not hit. And we started seeing a drop down again. So currently it is about 104 pips now against us. So that is if you took the trade here, it would have been 104 pips against us. But since you didn't see this earlier and you are now seeing it, it means this is to your advantage. It means you'll be taking the trade here when the market opens. So the 200 pips will be somewhere here. Against you, the 200 pips stop loss will be somewhere here. Here, at the top here. And then your take profit will still be 200 pips. So your take profit of 200 pips, this is to this level here, the down level here will be 230. So your your take profit will be somewhere here. 200 pips will be somewhere here. It will be somewhere down here. Okay, so I want you to take a sell on this trade because sentiment is saying we should sell. So I want us to sell. Euro AUD, sell. Now put that on demo and then let's see how this trade will go. At the end of this week, in my next video, we will talk about this. In my next video, we will look at this trade and see whether we lost it or we won. Is that okay? So put this trade on and let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is my free trade with this strategy. I'm just giving you using the same strategy. So for us to see whether this strategy actually works, because we have done back testing already It's time for us to do forward testing. So we are doing forward testing now. So when the market opens, put this trade on a sell, Euro AUD sell, and let's see what will be the outcome. Is that okay?